These are the 5 mistakes that can be avoided around the short game area. Now, this can plague people. I'm going to break this down into 5 simple steps. The last one is something that I've actually done with a client recently, and, well, 1 word for it, and actually 2 words for it, game changer. This is Social Saturday, and it's all about sharing this tip with the golf mate and helping them out. Who doesn't want to do that, right? So I've got a good friend, Josh, in today's video, and we're going to talk through the 5 mistakes that he is currently making in his short game, and you need to stop making them too. Let's get into your setup now, Josh. This is point number 1. So what does it look like? That feel comfortable? That's where you'd be?
Feels comfortable to me.
Now, what shots are you liable to hit from there? What's your bad shots that you hit with short game?
Like a duff. Like
yeah.
5-yard duffing.
And we played, I've seen you hit a few thins as well. And it's horrible. It's horrible, isn't it? Because you've done all the hard work, you got close in a par 5 and 2. You do that.
It ruins the hole.
Yeah, okay, so this is the routine I want you to stick to. We're going to have these 2 alignment sticks down here. We've got the blue line, which is going to start off as our feet line, which runs parallel to our ball to target line, okay? So you jump in there, leave the ball where it was. So I want your ball starting off towards the back of your stance, doesn't it?
Yep.
Now I want you to move it more into the middle of your stance.
Okay.
I want you to keep your shoulders down the blue, but move those hips down the yellow. And the feet, go on, move it all down the yellow a bit more. That's it, bit narrow stance. Perfect, so you've got a little bit of a split between upper and lower there, haven't you?
Yeah.
So make a few practice swings, just move off the ball. Does that feel easier to clear it? As in, what I mean by that is, get onto that left side.
Yeah, it feels like I've got more room to come through.
Okay, good, perfect. So, just by adjusting that setup, that's 2 simple moves. So if we summarise it, it's shoulders down the blue,
yep.
Hips down the yellow, weight left, ball in the middle. It's so simple. Right, okay, short flag, let's hit this one away. Tell us how it felt. How'd that feel?
It does feel a lot easier to get through the ball.
Okay.
Like I'm not trying hard, I'm not leant forward hitting through the ball either.
Try not scooping it.
Yeah.
It feels like where I start is where I come back to.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 2 on our list is club selection around the green. So Josh, we've got probably 20 yards of green between the fringe and where the flag is right here, okay?
Yeah.
A long way. Now, what club have you got in your hand right now?
So this is a 58 degree.
So would you usually try and loft it all the way and land it close?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Is it easier to throw the ball and get it running around there to the flag, or try and land it on a 5p piece next to the flag?
That's obviously easier.
Yeah, okay, so I want to use this kind of mantra. If you can put it. Well, we can't put this because we're on the fringes here.
Yep.
Can you chip and run it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to kind of go through the process. The last resort is actually getting that ball into the air.
Okay.
So we're going to replace 8 iron for your 58.
Okay.
Now, currently, what are you using for your go-to club around the greens for chip and run? Josh much prefers a more lofted club. We're going to get him to try and use a less lofted club, get that ball rolling out like a putt as quick as we can. But comment down below, what club are you using around the greens? Okay, Josh, let's hit this one away. Okay. So same setup as before, shoulders down the blue, feet and hips down the yellow, got a narrow stance there for us, ball position in the middle, favour the left side with that weight. Now, one adjustment I want you to make here is I want you to feel these hands are a little bit higher. Now, all this is going to do is make the motion feel a little bit more, I use a loose term, wooden, but less wristy is what I want you to feel. Okay, drop the shoulders back and through, get the ball rolling out like a putt. Nice. It's a little bit under hit, but if you think about this though, that's never going to be as bad as your worst chip with a lofted club, is it?
No, exactly. You're taking away the knife, the duffing it, it's a lot easier to do. Perfect.
Right, okay, let's get on to number 3. So we saw the badminton racket on the floor before, Josh. Right, I want you to take this off me. I want you to hold it. So, address the golf ball, imagine that was down to the ground. Far too many people, this is a mistake in the actual swing. So we're talking about a concept right now. Get this face rolling and scooping, okay? And if that looks like you, this is going to really sort you out. What I want you to feel, Josh, imagine you had a laser in your right hand. I want you to feel your underarm throwing it throughout. So everything stays more towards target and everything works more in front of you.
Right, okay.
If you think about this, so if I jump in there, go from down the line perspective, if this golf club works behind me, it's always fighting, falling down behind me, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I can feel like I'm a little bit closer to it and everything's working more in front, this is going to help me get a much more easier strike and the club is going to fall onto the ball easier.
So keeping everything on the same plane basically.
Yeah, and I don't want to use the word it's going to go straight back, straight through, but it's going to feel a little bit more like that. Okay, right. jump in there. So feeling is a really simple concept. If I'm hitting it towards the camera now, all I want you to feel, right palm to target. And that setup that we've spoken about, the concept we've spoken about, all helps with this.
Perfect.
It's a bit narrower in the stance. Hands higher. Good. Oh, you've been done on the slope.
Pushed it a little bit.
But nice strike. That is the concept we wanted to use. Right palm to target. Let's get into number 4. So if you're enjoying this video so far, I would really appreciate if you hit that thumbs up button and hit that big red subscribe button as well.
Go and share it with your golf mates. I've worked on quite a few videos of Alex up to now, and it's massively improved my game out on the golf course.
I mean, because we've been doing a bit of long game stuff, bit of short game stuff,
yeah.
and
my game's changed.
Gone from a slice to hit it dead straight. Right guys, let's jump into number 4. Number 4 is all about risk takers. Are you a risk taker? So I've got a situation here, Josh, short-sided. Happens a lot, doesn't it? Like, it's hard. It's when you get in these situations, we're being a bit too greedy going for the flag and we missed it. Technically not really a bad shot, we're not too far from the flag. What's going through your head right now?
The first thing, previously to what we've already spoke about, I'm thinking, don't duff it, don't knife it, because we've not got much space.
Okay.
So they're the first thoughts, and then it's basically how close it's going to get.
Okay, so hopefully we don't have those thoughts now, and hopefully you don't have those thoughts. I want us to get in ahead. Anytime we've got a short-sided scenario like this, is can we feel that we're trying to land it into the hole rather than trying to be so cute and landing it short of the green. I'd rather you hit it 15 foot past than leave it in this rough just here. Okay. Because that's margin for error. If you're trying to be so perfect landing it just on the green, you come up just short.
So basically play smart.
Yeah. So you're picturing here, same technique, got a lofted club in our hand. Can I try and land it in the hole rather than trying to land it just on the green? Lovely, lovely. I mean, that's exactly what we asked you to do. If you would try to land it just short and got caught up in the rough, you've then got to chip again. Yeah. Whereas now you're guaranteeing pulling that putter out.
Yeah, basically just narrowing my margin for error.
Exactly. Right, number 5, and this is something you have to do. Remember, you've not heard this before. So we all expect to take how good we chip it on a practice ground straight out into the golf course. We feel like we have a license to, right? But we don't practice under pressure, do we?
No.
Not many people do. One of my lessons said, yeah, great, I can feel this motion on the practice ground. As soon as I get on the golf course, I absolutely crumble.
Yeah, and this has changed my game the same.
Exactly. Now, because it's Social Saturday, I want you to do this with a golf mate. I want you to do it with a friend on the chipping area before you go out and play. You're going to play a little bit of a 5-hole chipping game. Who gets it closest to the flag each time is worth 2 points. If you hole it, it's worth 3 points. If you miss the green, well, hopefully we won't have to do that, but it's -2. Such a simple game, gets you practicing under pressure. So this is pretty much emulating what happens out there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right, we'll take you on to the back flag here. I'll go first. Back flag. You've already done practice at this. Here we go. Go! Bit of room in there, Josh.
A little bit of room, but what I'm going to do, Alex, is I'm going to use your tips against you. And be smart about this. Get rid of the lofted club. Very
good, sir.
And go for the old chip and run.
There's no pressure here on me as well, because if I've got these tips, it's better be good. Oh, you played a lovely shot, sir. Oh, a bit long, bit long.
A little bit big.
A little bit long. Just stayed on the green here.
Just on the green, boy. To where the pressure gets in the air.
Yeah, and I mean, if we're being picky, you're on the top level, I'm on the bottom level, you've probably got a bit of an easier putt. All we have time for on this week's Social Saturday. Remember, you can share this video on Facebook, Instagram, on WhatsApp. All these things are going to help you play better golf.
And I can guarantee it'll improve your game.